Meghan Markle has encountered her latest legal failure when it comes to her brand, as ever, as she has been banned from naming her raspberry spread as jam. Looks like jam actually is not her jam after all. Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef The Alter Nerd, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to the Dose of the Daily Nerd, where I break down the royal news and gossip of the day that's pretty much caught me eye. And oh my goodness, yeah, let's jump into this madness, shall we? Because it looks like Meghan Markle has actually been banned from naming her raspberry spread as jam. And so for me to take the words right out of Meg's mouth and kind of rearrange them a little bit, it looks like jam actually is not her jam after all. This is Meg's latest legal failure when it comes to her brand as ever. And all credit actually goes to J.E. May, Duchess Marmalade, at Stories by J.E. May. Because they've got a right eagle eye on them. They're saying, look, Meghan is not selling a jam or a preserve. Meghan is selling a fruit spread. See her website. And this whole Twitter post has actually sent me on a little bit of an adventure to actually find out what the deuce is going on here. So, I'll go to a website and yes, right at the top, front and centre, presumably Megsy in the background there, but in the forefront, as ever, raspberry spread. Doesn't have raspberry preserve or raspberry jam on the container. No, it's raspberry spread. And so I'm there thinking, well, hang on a minute. When it comes to Californian law, what makes jam actually jam? And so I go down this little bit of a rabbit hole even further, and I find this at pickyourown.org. Special notes for jams, jellies, preserves, and fruit butters. So they say, look, operations which produce jams, jellies, preserves, and other related products must be sure that their products meet the legal established standards of identity requirements for those products as set forth in 21 CFR Part 150. The purpose of the regulation is to maintain the integrity of the food product to ensure consumers consistently get what they expect. The product name and ingredients listed on the label must be factual and comply with the legal definitions and standards of identity, or the product may be considered misbranded. And so I was like, okay, well, let's look into this statute even further. 21 CFR Part 150. And here I'm on the ecfr.gov website, the Code of Federal Regulations. And here we go. Section 150.160, fruit preserves and jams. So paragraph A, the preserves or jams for which definitions and standards of identity are prescribed by this section are the viscous or semi-solid foods, each of which is made from a mixture composed of one or a permitted combination of the fruit ingredients specified in paragraph B of this section, and one of any combination of the optional ingredients specified in paragraph C of this section, which meets the specifications of paragraph D and which is labelled in accordance with paragraph E. Such mixture with or without added water is concentrated with or without heat. The volatile flavouring material from such mixture may be captured during concentration, separately concentrated and added back to any such mixture together with any concentrated essence accompanying any optional fruit ingredient. So, in other words, how you distill it, how you make the jam per se, ain't too much of the problem. Problem is, you really need to be calling it jam based on the ingredients that you put in the jam, but also as well the ratio of ingredients that you actually put in the jam. And so here, for the purposes of this section, paragraph D, the mixture referred to in paragraph A of this section shall be composed of not less than, in the case of a fruit ingredient consisting of a group 1 fruit or a permitted combination exclusively of group 1 fruits, 47 parts by weight of the fruit ingredient to each 55 parts by weight of the saccharine ingredient. And in all other cases, 45 parts by weight of the fruit ingredient to each 55 parts by weight of the saccharine ingredient. The weight of the fruit ingredient shall be determined in accordance with paragraph D2 of this section, and the weight of the saccharine ingredient shall be determined in accordance with paragraph D5 of this section. So you remember a couple of seconds ago I was saying, look, by my interpretation, you can distill, you can make the jam pretty much in a variety of ways, but the real kicker is the actual ratio of all the ingredients. The ratio has to follow what I've basically read right there for you to be able to sell a product as either raspberry spread or raspberry jam. And so here we've got paragraph E saying the name of each preserve or jam for which a definition and standard of identity is prescribed by this section is as follows. If the fruit ingredient is a single fruit, the name is preserve or jam, preceded or followed by the name or synonym whereby such fruit is designated in paragraph B of this section. And then the second one, if the fruit ingredient is a combination of 2, 3, 4, or 5 fruits, the name is preserve or jam, preceded or followed by the words mixed fruit, or by the names or synonyms whereby such fruits are designated in paragraph B of this section in the order of predominance, if any of the weights of such fruits in the combination. So, in other words here, once you've got the ratio of the ingredients correct in order to be able to call what you're selling jam or preserve, then essentially you've got two options as to how it's going to be labelled. Either it's only going to be labelled as preserve or jam if the fruit ingredient is a single fruit, or you're going to label it as preserve or jam, but underneath have the words mixed fruit if the fruit ingredient is a combination of 2 or more within the jam or preserve. The problem here for Megzy is that it doesn't look like she's followed that statute at all, because as you can see right here, it doesn't say raspberry preserve, it doesn't say raspberry jam, it says raspberry spread. And so again, it looks like jam actually is not her jam after all. It looks like spread is her jam. And if the rumours are to be believed, does look like she does have experience in spreading. And I'll just leave it there. With that being said, if you appreciated this video and you want more, and believe me, of course, there's going to be more, you do not want to miss my next video, then make sure you subscribe to join our Alter Nerd tribe, like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatever's. What do you think to Megzy being banned from naming her raspberry spread as jam? She looks pretty silly now when she says that jam is her jam, when it really isn't after all. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. I appreciate all your faces. And until the next time, you guys, laters.